May later, my mama.
And nobody about production team will be a budget society, but over an intem, but they were bantam the production team 40
minutes.
I understand, I'm 35.
And do 40.
There will no 40.
Correct.
But why are the in fact, what's the son? Now you see 2 for Wi-Fi, then I'm yes.
Oh, me, 2 before I'm a far. Oh, yeah, 2 before I'm so far. I won't brass him.
And that's what jacket never opposition pony
to sell dear. Effort to sell dear. Blending of colors, and that's you know, so different. Be who be I have a call her.
We call Excellence Boutique.
Oh, no problem. I'm a call Mr. Promotion amount.
The promotion by and lateness in moon.
Oh, baby, oh, sir, I know there. Only your way a year can say.
Okay.
Nah, yeah, first chairman, NDC since 1992. That time a co-chairmanship. Isifu Ali.
Alaji Isifu Ali.
Wakabibi.
Yeah.
Na NDC for no. Ya waka. Adi atoyeni. Is as within the last 3 months. Ashre mpenifo bebre. Leo Cry, former chairman, Kobneje, Dr. Kobneje, Alaji Isifu Ali, and one more Mukekanwa, Dr. Bebre. Na Abana Sanwa, I was a nipa at me at Nase, I started self retrospective.
To boom compo Henichi.
Correct. Na Mbabuno and what party ni mono. You're starting who say Adeno and as a leadership. Abe na ye subai any senior yen shishaye ete ema party no I say esesa ema ye hunu say ne to me ahonden any sa adrenaline energy no ewo mbaburu no nsem yen decision say ye the party no abesa back to power 2 chairmen and you lose one within the space of 1 month. Then a be catch you. Now catch you so won't so a do so. A year do so I was so by bay now done it. Say NDC, you know, I be fan into my payfra. Yame emfa womo akabibi no kra NCE. Na NDC as a political party no so. Womo ahwe ehunu se titu mbabuno because me endura mete asem no ebo mi hu ema te se metumi hu se debi se yedi ejuma no edi agura emre edu se yemfa seriousness enhyem se yedi ejuma no edwen se oh na bibi kura si ampanyimfo beba ne mpanyimfo no nyina eyeden eko enti ye kasa mpanyimfo beba bi awo ena beba befra wo enti mumma yensesa se ne ye nyoma no na yemwa mpanyimfo no aka no na ye besere nso mpanyimfo no atese ene womu abon kokura no anye hwe kura no yentrotro bibi ma ye ne yentro bibi mfanto hoye and at least NDC abon homebody at school atese womu obi atro bibi
ye school no ekoso.
Oh, certainly. Ekoso.
Chekone se obi atimi fra bontin ba bia na.
Oh no. Say I mean say enyan full-fledged institution because your was structures are ye we're using the party structures now me mako training me in the school.
And duration you're saying, and it depends on the usia.
Oh, depending on their usia. Mako training me no high school.
You know about Jennifer Queen, Deputy Communications Director, and PRO. You say Deputy Communications Director, Nadmo. But me who nache?
Nadmo.
Nadmo.
Hey, Jennifer Queen. Oko Nadmo na mini.
Only
abula madana wo.
Many abu opposite.
Ah, many bra.
It's all now mine.
And me ba pam me.
One onye no kro bisa solo oba obi pam.
Minim so no ba. Me dey me ba minim say.
Mama Jennifer Akwaba.
Oh, mama round up. Oh, let me round up so she comes.
Welcome her. Then you can continue.
Jennifer woni bibiaka. Me ti ha woni bibiaka.
As a national officer of my party.
Mama nkasa we na.
E jara judu anu si no.
Na me de manu esi no na me science wa campaign for no. Ye mbomode na bibi wo ho. Bakosem ana bibi at least ye putting on paper one especially
minti the person watching as you
memoirs
say Dr. Kobner J ebe national chairman my NDC and then o kon ekrechi nti
and I say womu enyi no at least some memoirs bia womu betimi correct ebetro na ye de say yene a ye ba ye ba no e bia ye mbeto ye na emom ya kan ehunu say emre bia ba ye no ebesi sei na ye dia guidelines a ebeboa ma oman no ebefa ne ntuma peframa NDC as a political party so ebefa ne ntuma
peframa you are speaking very well and ye din ko Jennifer ba na me kai say and commander Sami Uku national organizer
of the
party friend supremo and onu say na woda
Papa, the message call 3 a.m.
And Commander, happy birthday to you. Birthday so come you about when Kofi Anana Kofi Owusu, host of My Life, My Health, My Life. One also Odin birthday, we free health team no.
Oh, okay.
So say happy birthday. And Sami Ukudi na munye birthday correct mama no.
Yeah. April months no mo. Maybe June 4th. June 1 for no.
You stop running a woo.
Yeah, will be June
4th.
Revolution, yes.
I'm saying, Mr. April.
I'm saying, April ones in your nice guys.
Birthday nobody later now. Be listen.
Me to me you. And I made I didn't me sorry free as see a ground one. I was saying me copy 1-2-1-2 about my fuel for tomorrow. Me talk and move
1-2-1-2 copy ni chana mso mko pebi.
Na me so kwa me copy bi.
So what access to 1-2-1 to say.
Na me so me copy bi.
Ni nansa obe show up.
Me ko galamse.
Galamse no da. Samo wi. Ko galamse.
Jennifer ne fie design.
Na me ado be fie boko.
No afa.
Be das ye share ya che.
Abemu ode wo.
Why Jennifer dey say no we afraid that.
Aban be das.
We minu aba asem.
Aban no wo ho kura no say the minu aba ma nazi. O say nazi be sweet at. Na na gina mu sa opposition time ya be sweet. So why nice.
By production team say opposition pony.
No, nazi you ankasa a nice guy. Na managing who but I'm surprised he's saying.
Which my nice guy na opposition yet.
Exactly. I'm surprised I will say. Okay, obwa who deceive you. I'm surprised I will say we okoye balabala okoye galamsi asana.
I say 1-2-1.
Into one chair minimum ni okoye 1-2. Because you left power just 2 years ago and half now. Galamsi so class say enye edwuma bi mu.
Then we 2 years enye just to.
Enye edwuma. Sa.
Ebi wum.
Ene
no say. Say na nyame si political system na to kwan mu.
E to kwan mu. Ene ti be to kwan mu no no aboa wo.
O sam nyina country mu. Obi amoa no. Mo dey say to mo amoa mo be fam.
Oh yeah, sure.
Minim dey beba dey but
say you Costco ebi wie na ansa na bia be wie na be su dey chiba anamwa adwuma ye say dipa be bi suaba ana
kakra na nadmo so say su to na modwuma ba
ani
obi si nadmo ka National Disaster Management Organization so manage disaster there it should be before during and after na mo dey after ni humo
we are doing our possible but it's just that said the media no dedika mama ncha say ya sha say
yo
mama fan ncha kese ma o mampani na be di achi a party national executives
okay
the government appointees make am then che obi bia na mu obi abaso na me nchia me nuanom NDC fo a omuka ho na ye ya amanyo se wana moa enti no meka se toda no mo jagum kakra na ama opposition hu nani so papa na ama ye de no mo say any time no a different from de wa na pressure no kosra no mo be jagum kakra no
yes mo mu opposition yes mo
of course yes of course so we say ya
some opposition na Ghana be ko nanimu
dab me chese ya ma omu hu se omu aban mu na niam bebre wo ho na wo se omu ye a omu ntie dane ebi dane tokwa ebi dane atanyanya no discuss ya no but I wish them well in opposition o betra ho ache because so ho se baby Ghana ekọ ene baby adi Ghana ekoduru ene baby o mampani na danko akufo ado his excellency na pamfo ta de chi a ye de niam agu kwam na ho se de Ghana baby a ye de kọ na they testify to it. Just that sometimes when we sit like this, I understand. Exactly. So not to contest it, but he's still working for the party. He's one of the dedicated NDC guys I know. Our mama the party in opposition. Fatano on opposition today, but said the Ocasa Galanti Balabala and Musa.
Opposition quite Emre. And it's a be at the Nasua Yini. No, now Casadeba, I didn't
scan him, none your band day. But I am a be answer now to opposition who say, and yet, Yane Moa, Yane, a be more a year. But as to how our DNA was implemented, exactly, and I am a you can't and want some Cacantina say, Bibia, and they know, say, things are what I say in place. And
for the very first time, I send this name if you might be Coben Crum. Young for vigilante, Shamun and Noacoso, a central hotel in Chassis. In fact, your name, boss, John Vodu Casai, not just a Bibia, Corso, come out to me, see Janaya Crack as a vigilante, and Yadia Bomo Mana Conkai. In Corona Part 1, we come up, Ubia, Tiasia, Mabia, Koye. I said the second meeting, Uncle 29th April. You were in your friend, General Sidun Katia, no Triakai. I didn't meet in a Koye. Now, many John Board between Combusan question, we say, a meeting because the president meeting as a son or son of parliament. No, just say NDC name before to me sharing into what was done. Now, maybe I say NDC name before one of me two major political parties in Ghana, BIG2. But there are other political parties, sir. Say, will be Shasia or Yibino, or Saint Kitwan also, it to me is sooner. And see, more to suffer other political parties also. There be an easy immune, and then you can just other political parties, stakeholders. Or said what Mokahon. Senator be message and I say, and then PP before on a party way, yes, other than Yam Vasu, Emwa, Emagan and Conkai. And then it's for say MP for Empresso. I didn't even want to be more vigilant and a tour into me. 20 and any meeting, but 29 for no crown or to a shed down. A what, mano? When I am next week, ya can send share. Now I am taught but so far, young chance influence. So political parties mean MPP and this my business I didn't be if you want now.
Yes, we refinance and coffee in Chimamintia electress. Yeah, can you know more than a boy can
so you school girl
me a school girl that I do. Why you say your position to we are no different, It's time no bar now why. Because on say my politics or Ghana, I am no super. But when your opportunity now you upgrade yourself now what in your could baby, yes, baby, I would teach
our lectures in
a Mintia electress. Game public lectures on my chairman level need him and got me friends public administration lecturer Dr. Nanajimai Prempon Michiana Pano pay Omina ATM on Boma Bason so when you know Moka Ghana 8 pounds so who be some about vigilantism me cano de be but I would say yenina ye said ye and some ne con do baby na any kakra. That's what I would say. You can't say opposition time patron and some of the kwame equalization but in some opposition time. Now better sorry, yes, synchrophobia boyra MPP headquarters. Yeah, security, ya booby, ya boy at that time, Mr. Sante, a radio fan a crime it was like 70 years or done some kumsoka cran and saying. Now on old man pa. And I think 2 other security are now on mobile your party headquarters home by. And then go for how much bear 5 something breaking into your headquarters are computers in my film subject and by maybe some general secretary report and tell one you in no position. Now you say me and some tell me living witness to Amefi by West West by elections okay 2015.
Yeah.
Yes. Now your core election your core by election come here by elections drew. Wow. Obi a monpa yesa sebe ne MP na bonkum so but the do an I say bibia si hu kra change general elections ayeye wo Ghana because constituency bia lose ne what do you call it ne MP I was here koto aba ne you before for ho na obo hu say action ne niam ye de ekoso say what nazi kasa make na say what ase ye pa na enu bi na ekopie ayawo so e ma o mapani tena say what committee na yemfa hwehwem owie your parliament on my sona address or say amanyoko ni mienu pacho ti o de ma o den ketewa no amanyoko ketewa bi anim but so far as these two political parties here the two major political parties in Ghana, that is the opposition party and the ruling government,
it's NDC and
MPP. You can't if I say omona
me council the so the president to choose community say once from 1992 chance for fourth republic
yes
to baby I mean cumulatively parties more than 95%.
Exactly. Now we ba na we aba ntina ma maybe he made mention the two political parties, not that he wanted to look down on the other
send the numbers they count
exactly and ma political party ni bi kura ho no ni party e kura ya pam no ama amanyuko na manyofo no afa you see. And oka say amanyoko ni mienu ntena say enyina nim sem, but sometimes you have to break it down na etiefo obi wa na ontie kura to ase enhia na yemfa adwontoato a ento ho na yemmoa na din ye emra yengu friends say vigilantism ye party security boy ho ba edru ba bia ekofa bia hoye ede ba sasant twi akankasem san kanana mboa na kame akwakoye se obi ani ho no ma obawishi se memfa aba me ni menu anazuti ya mitimi fa aba mo no but otima se mitimi fa gidigidi ma but ye nim se ballot box atentam ne ya demrika elections draw kikiri minim se beto aba electoral commission ne political parties ne involve ni nyina hia se ebi kura yemfa moto kura anko ba bia na mboa yemfa we nkwa ha ebeduru no ho no obi be che ne powers ne crash powers owo no ne sa ade no ene kofo sa yoye we nyina edeba because amanyoko bi o on trust so obi me attack na na say obi moa ma elections ayeye ne enkoso ni nyina mu no mampani se ye trust na amanyoko no mienu nkamom ni enwu no NDC trokoma mampani wo se party ni mienu wo trokoma mampani kwame na mampani a respond wo se mfa ko omo headquarters finally party executives trust say odo omo ankyere ba bi omo pe oti ase venue omo pe na ye ntenase no omo nkyere ni pompe so mbeka ho so Bill Gates Trump mu nyina ba odo omo nka na yenye provisions for that no omo metenam because ye nyina it has gotten to a point ye nyina ti ase anope na metie me general secretary of my party Yera John Board was say enka ye beti aka say your power enti ade no kra ye nya na mboa because our power there's this notion say a friend is say bia security ni nyina wo side me mpacha otomase kakra yes and tinka ye wo power nke ye but ahobrase mu ese be tenase na yegu no anopai metie mira Yera John Bodu okasa wie hu tim se wa kira asem nu mu kama what happened and as what transfer between the two friends political parties ne other stakeholders dey ebeka ho anamboa me hwe nam se mulate news now where say your friend general secretary of NDC ye boni di na nam se asemosi ebe da me sisi ha tese kikri na nsem bi ni na mu aba na o ante ase
but the general secretary no connect to asum kakra
okay
to asum say I don't know young friend and stakeholders particularly some of the political parties are now kasa munyan kitwe
ampacho one stop it be from calling them because already let throw them out
mbunju sa
ya na ka kire no
sa na o chim
ono na ekire ma na say sa na general secretary na national executive
money ya mo ye ne sa na tie
ne ya de he na ya you see sometimes ade anyone for some fashion because oh yes how many pe hu omunya adwiri bi ma ona ya ma a certain kind of description about you but automatically e ya adwen to na ye to let I send them ma ye de koma ye nuanom NDC for no general secretary state wo mo say obi a mo pese oba beka ho bia mo mfa namra so enra when the opportunity was there for the two political parties with the other stakeholders also mo ba mu share they could have brought out these things say ye pese amanyoko nketo na ye de beka ho na bia NPP as a party out to say there be yampene yanti ase mpa cha otomasa kakra te bia yampene that is where by adekye a wetimi aba from mo abeka say enra kra ye suggested say and I say bibisa akoso enra something like that did not happen enra say be suggested say bibisa happen here na NPP for say that omonti ase na akoye say na say ye bonyo so say de ono ka but uni nipa sign uni nipa ya de nwene manipa no enka de ni nipa ni tirim fan say ni tirim because oh here adwuma ma manyuko as a general secretary of the party asemi see enra motena se we ya shege date 29th April say mu be say hia no media for de ni dia mamumienu as the two general secretaries of the political parties. But what must ya free way wakane de ya free wa enye bibia na all the time bibi be national issue and I say bibi for national discussion na we when two partisan kwame what must kakra say we deep politics be wram ni aka say general boy of course party nim say boy adwuma mo nya kan boy adwuma mo te wase eti wo de nneɛma bi ba bewurawura mu a na akwakoyɛ sa asɛm a yɛka no wo wonti asa na sɛ ɔmo wadwene bi tɛkyerɛ sɛ si egu no krom de ɔmo mu ɔmo de no on sɛ meka
so sana mu hu no ho
meba ye hu ne sa sɛ ne de obi ankasa me na me bisa because ye wasɛm wo politics wo kan ho wo ma kwan bɛda ho bebree me bisa questions bebree efa wasɛm na wo kan no because in communication you don't just communicate because of person kasa asɛm a yɛka no ha nyina ɔmo mu tie na ɔmo dɔso wo chichemu e ba beduru for me nkrofo no obi etie so ahunu ti asɛm a wo kan wo wi abeto wo wi a ne nkyeremu ne ne ntiase enko it's the general secretary of NDC party regional mosquito be ka say MPP form person omo de amanyokom kito na oh yes sir you are inciting them against MPP say yem person ba be kan because we could ampa you recognize them. That is not the case. Yesterday there was a friends a date and as a chance and opportunity ma'am raise this concern. Let MPP say okay you form anamboa. Something like that did not happen. So why don't you come on air and say yeah MPP for her money ye no musu bia and then wadane ko fasa or chante her from hunu MPP for etirimu adwene ehunu mi Jennifer Kwemite government obi nim general mi nim ni etirimu adwene yes no you see asem we na aba ne yes be boy nyina ye dache hwe adwuma ye nyina na metie wa unu apani Yura Kwame Sefakan. Or say, yet ye nyina some 60 years to come near way.
Yako.
Young quite crowd about we could be no woman. Mimi na when you're 125. Who could you to us why ben ubodi or say dear him? What else when you know Saba Yakra, Tidiano, and who so any impact a ye German Chimano at to say that is what my penny sorry I am she say, young woman not some fun as some call, but only baby. This security away a parties and yes you create say be I the come me will be at the kokonto during elections time. But don't say a tia kasa nipa bebree hwe me outside. Mekasa radio so anopa more than 8 radio stations and sana. I live for my office anopa.
Every day.
Wow. Mankasa akra at least 5 every day. I have like 4 regions. I mean omkasa every day constant. Obi etie wa ho UTV ohun da. Yesi ye sunya no ye program sunya ne. Etroni kwan so. Ya bo Jennifer Queen din wo poster so se wo ba. Wo beduru a wo be fru days it said dem abetena make say wo wi ase obesi form. Nipa e be po ba be hwe wo no. Omo anya so omo be pra wo. Fine omo mo wa adwene wo fro wo nko but omo do wo fans omo fa wasem no. Omo be ba mo ni ade a it's as if they want to anya so omo attack you. So the security has to protect one so obo kakra at least you talk to them unu omo be nya fan way kakra then they protect you to your car. It's a do see ye social programs, social functions, political programs are these securities in our party that's what they do. But no whereby ye kwakoto ba manyoko bia ye na dwen say be dey say na me kwakoye just to disrupt the elections. Enu de wan hwa obi nso ntra on ka say mra brebre ama ne enye de emma the sentina ye pesi atwasa bi to honne menchi me on baba after ye nyini mu ye na hwa nyina ye ko June 4th na me dim birthday on say ye nyini kwa no then so kra so wo ba na oba ni nyini sa o fa so be present o hwa oba na no say wo nyini kwa na mo say wo nyini no so anu ana onu akito bi wo nyina na so nyini
enti tie wo man say MPP for nso asin kete so mba bua masa vigilante
ye free because asu bi be ba ye nkoye say ye wa ban mu nti no we have everything at our we have the security ye will be anti no ye be intimidate ye mpene ye ntiase president kwa on tiase ma ye sada and the political party me so me kan one as a national officer no ye ntena ho nka say ye be intimidate nipa ye nwu no na asembisi e kina bi no utie ye kan funu ye kama dampan ye kan no kina wan hwa na akwa dane na akwa ye bibi foforo okay amanyoko ni me security ni sorry one day no mo kan bom say okay ya kan bom ye ba attack mo me so what will happen it in no this is the chance and the opportunity yen put political way feelings no aside yen come together to disband this thing and I say enya sa president ka say enya sa odemra ebeta ho na wa obeye bi emra no wa yede di patwa na enya sa emra na say aha
so be come na shebedwam
exactly na yakwa akohwe na yaji tumu a wa obeye bi anti na no te ho na adweno ho a hwe wa hwe asem ekosi kumase a homete madin kan kasa me sha kasa me se be nye equalization but say
udi no si pena fe me ko ala
me patwa mate ase say opposition party general secretary ti akonwam yero fo swampo fo elder ti akonwam ye meeting na nipa da sene ti aba na ne tuagu brani mu yam ono ankasa ne hu ni poti o the meka ba be sise meka say when they team up one day and gang up against e nyina nso aye be ye exactly ba e bo ni peto gina wo bo ni to ma ne hu se wo bu police wo Ashanti region ya ade omo boa ama me yenim say enema e de eguna kwa mu ekoso ke be ka say ye amanyoko bi emfa ye ho because it didn't happen to us. adoko to so onu abodwo session no asenso na ayede wo de asi ono ane de akura
sufi kura no asesi
exactly ono ane de akura no na to ogu ne yemu na wo a ono hu as an opponent it ye bestre yemfa political feelings nto nchen na yemwa na 29th ni dura so almost suggest say we I think my party will sit again and also discuss and go and meet them again.
Your message is meaning woman kind of feeling to us some kwala jo shift man if you are to Kumasi was I'm very happy that the NPP and NDC have finally met with the Peace Council in this vigilantism issue. I can only hope and pray that the parties involved will put Ghana first and let's solve election violence once and for all. Okay. Or see Bibia ebeye fine. It's Ghana for Munya Butre. Good morning, Kwame. Also, please tell Jennifer we the coalition of enumerators and supervisors of GCA. Almost GCA for anyone. GCA for anyway.
Yeah, because of food name.
Also, it's been 3 months since we completed our great consensus. Yet our monies have not been paid from Bafo GCA and idea but Modiana Fabra. Alaji, your vigilantism.
You didn't share some boy about my Ashafuna. Any achieve.
Number of guys was started at that.
Say, Uko and as a man of film article, so such okay. Strategy.
Ah, well,
so I like your communication.
What is it? Maybe another wing of the vigilante group of the MPP. And all catcher no. So why ye Jumawi na yenchuo can you sound okay? Also move ye Jumana.
You see the abbreviation G.
On cover TV so. Maybe another wing of the vigilante group.
It's not social, it's ABA.
Some say ABA. The issues are very clear. Obisa Kwarakwa waited 2 years. As a vigilantism, any in Tokwa about political parties, more especially a tineni and as a ba. Amra ye kotwaba NDC any MPP party bang and a chre because it is one thing to say my year ready but unio any action speaks louder than words and amwa a chre bibiama obi krat nja odwumo say they be asimisi ay krado esen asimisi sa krado no Ghana fo nyina ehunu say NDC fo ay krado say ye beye bibia e be soronko. The India de America say NDC for crowd no moye womu ahye omu sapomunzuo say ye mpede ye be bia ye begu sa etutura asem no say you see revolution wo constitution ne ema obi ebe ye president na waje atumu na wakotene fie atwen womre ba ya sa akoto aba olusu a wasa akotene fie owini a wasa atoa so na ye ne yede mra eye edwuma no sa revolution no and one wo NDC inti NDC ni constitution no omo ma be ba ko won constitution no eye busua den na wo be ye hwehan ma yebu constitution no etiasi na yesi nitiasi yeah ompre inti yan commitment you know at least the umbilical cord connected the constitution the 1992 constitution yet the fourth republican dispensation any NDC and what the same umbilical cord now having espoused that position as a Ghana who say an intina NDC for yenio efa sa vigilantism yi yes runkono eno now what you not to na we bisa won say even at the time I mean there has not been a single record. Many Jennifer Queen Casamitiano, not saying a party security. And your party who kase who invisible force. Who kase invisible force.
But me besides another boys here.
Invisible force for no a group wumunya training enya kadie edie din samrania wudwene ho a wontia say it is beyond human reasoning.
Oi.
Wo fa say yes burger bulldogs.
Alaja say dia obodi ase ye koyechi.
Abta ye nwa.
Denjira ye koyechi.
Burger bulldogs ni won nyina ya pa.
And I must say if you call that group of people correct. Ye person ye koyenim. But you no if you don't know your history. Anamwa on one kai history won't even go with him. Anamwa on no kai. My uncle history no back. But it is very important because we are linking it to the current situation.
And watch them baby is free buy.
Yeah, ko ye ni mo no. Wo kase sa groups we wo kase o party security. I mean, it's obi NTS because we are the party security bia. Wo be catch and say okra AK-47 aye. Who say AK-47? Wo even if you are a security man, won't even grab.
No one will say a party security omke.
Enu enomudi edi samrani. Enu enomo ehemu ekọ se court se bibia minister na yeyi no no mo mpenu police ni ekọ omampanya so eyo enu enomo tu ehye ne so epono eye sankrofo no enye party security. You were clearly party security. Who can be to say Azoka is the vice chairman of our great party, the former Northern Regional chairman. So what do you mean Azoka? Into a one crofab, one more guided one, and one more we are.
Don't you think, sir, we are digressing?
We are not digressing. Let's put things in the right perspective. Who go with your own session?
What's it be because who say
what they point to Sano, na me part say we have record say yakot to nipa womu training ya ma makade womu sa nipa womu no makaso womu invisible forces so even as we don't have visibly we don't have anything that will be to make our case way more and a yes and to trasem way na NDC for more common training no ya better table no so accepting say yenso your vigilantes Adamwa, because the name given to it is to disband the vigilante. Accept it in order to ensure say you be ye free home. Now yaba the only thing I yebe to me approval to the people of Ghana say you committed say you can create Ghana for.
Wow.
Say yabetinase na yakayansem. I am not surprised that you know the Peace Council to me in your wisdom issue communique in order to ensure say obi enkojine bibi enka bibi a eni and me meti may come say beyond the smaller political party is a very important section of the Ghanaian society. I was one more discussion
which is
Zongo chiefs and then opinion leaders within the Zongo. Ask me why.
Why?
What you say? Yes, vigilantism. Or because I don't know, or say Azoka boys. Anamwa.
Me Amozoka di wo kan na me dia bem. I be mention Azoka.
What say? You could decide to trust someone. Obe kinkaino na womo ye Zongo descent for womo ye balance to the northern descent ne Zongo descent no eje dodwa ewom wo behwa no one mun e prepare. I can give you a typical example of the Ayawasu West Wagon incident. Say what hwe womo prepare ni nyina no wo hwe say enye Yusha Uyaro ebe baby Osman ebe Baba Bede ebe ma we aye baby. So it means say in the long run, even though we don't even have any proof to say that in some instances the Zongo people are perpetrators, we are the victims. So you cannot go and sit on the table and discuss issues that affect me without my inputs. So I am putting it here and suggest to the Peace Council and suggest to the President of the Republic of Ghana to say, sir, they should push in and ensure that we get such group of people to make input. Ebia ubenya the motivational factor push you omokoye. Ebia ubenya the result ebia you say okay you to me hwe na ye say ye nya san kwala no amamu be this anyamra asem no biu. Then we are making progress. It is a because a political parties are registered. One electoral commission records mu. Woni omo kwatena IPAC. Say womo betina se maye nyina ye nkambo mu na ye ya. Wo so wo mpini a. Den na wo bepini ma sam krofo we aba. Na mebisa sam krofo no mo ba. What are you going to lose? Why the resistance? Then na wo timu one person krofo baba beti in such discussions. Then wo timu. It raises a lot of questions. It raises a lot of doubts. I have continued to say, it is in the wisdom of the NDC. Say, yebe shasa debi ye ne nkofo we kotena se omo beye abedane nsem no ye nkope obi mbra. It took us a hell of a time before MP before by accept say Emfa Peace Council for mbra no mo bedim. It took us a hell of a time. Sanzu na ye kasa the other small political parties no because man take kura no meaning say the PNC chairman e kasa say sana be ko dia wono so e kote sa vigilante groups ni bi.
Adia you gonna say one.
I'm telling you, I heard him. Bernard Mona, the PNC chairman, says that. Okay. Says the sign of political parties baby because that is the only way they think they could survive. Besides that, name for me one presidential candidate in NDC since 1992. Ebepemone. I would me sinable. I can say one or militant on his side. Name for me one. Name for me one presidential candidate in the NDC. I want to be sinable. And to me, I shall catch a yetre kakra. Obia de menu. Name for me. Which means that today, as we sit, the posture of the President of the Republic makes the executive itself in support of such vandalism. Inti wono ankasa we should have a representative from the presidency. President, you know, and to me, and from a woman say the party the war, but we should have a representation from government, say deputy chief of staff, a BB, and that's wono ankasa beshe within his say ministers, you know, now and as a structure, no, some presidential staff as a woman representing the executive arm of the government on that discussion, so that collectively, young koyende say yebeka say we now. Obi asore akọ na omampanyi ono ejina ho wabra ono and the beneficiary of all the things that we have seen since 1992 we pay the violence ono na beneficiary. We can cite several examples.
Beneficiary any day.
All the nkofo ko si kwan so ka say okoye kumi preko no nipa wuye
na so obi a
nipa wuye
enti nyama we no mo kire o musu
na be say nipa wuye owie ya o ka say okoye sremi preko no nipa wuye. Between 2012 to 2015, demonstrations sign on Moko. The other time, Omotia catch them so Moko demonstration back 68. Afe yakwe demonstration, you know, I say a about power. Young 68 in years about power. Clearly indicating say they knew that it is the agitations that they used to get Ghanaians convinced said something was wrong when indeed nothing was wrong. And then say presidency and Kasankasano also we better table also then we show holistic collective approach towards ending this canker attracting a democracy. One thing may they be America asofo in particular any imam for when we are talking about violence in political activities mona was mo sorry them. Why? Because asofo what jet to me asofo apanyimfo bi o meka say omo jai wo mujuma they resign the job o mo ye ebimu ye doctors na omo jai ebimu ye say na omo jai say omo be kanya mesem. You can never have the opportunity to speak the word of God in times of chaos. Into wujuma wo ye no aboegu into mu and was a mo sorry jina mo hwe ni panim na ka kire na say if he is the president, if he is the chairman of the party, if he is the general secretary of the party na mo ka kire na say ade a wo ye enye pogu emwo o man no going forward. Obi abetumi edi in 4 years. Wodi wie na wantumi a Ghana fo be pamo. But if you listen to the MPP for now, one catch say a bedu mrebi and now mo be say and about party office and a yabe yinyoma and I say until they decided there say woman so ebe defend woman. I am saying to the good people of Ghana today we are in hardship. Today Ghanaians are hardship. Until yes so you start to say yeba attack him say we are in hardship. You promised us of good things and we didn't get it, so yeba attack him. Is that what you are telling Ghanaians? You have failed totally when it comes to this issue of vigilantism. Let us change our attitude. Let us believe, say, we have one country, and Ghana is the only country who can live as Ghanaians without passport. And for that matter, I was saying, ye bibia, ye be kuitia, ye kuitia. One more question, say, me bia, ye one way see, say, ye train 2020 election. Muncho Monso Embra.
Are they obedient for Phobia Kusi, baby?
One check, I was West Welcome. Your first
dealing with NDC.
One check.
I was just strong with.
Oh, Shabby. Microphone, I can say, Omunim, a banner, or Mukoye, will be catch us all called 3 days or 3 weeks training. And a national security. Unim, okay. I made the 2 trainings. Me, I've had the benefit of military training. You debate 3 months with press ups in your account. And say, yede, sir, terrible friend. I say, in some way, yede, drills. Before they can put G3, do you know why you have to go to? Yeah, the AK-47, I show them after 3 days or 3 weeks of training. And you think this is normal? Mekai, even when the first day I call range, Akolebi he missed the target by an inch. Straight to Gadum, investigating. Because that was the first day I ever range. Straight to Gadum. Said, where did he get these skills from? No, because or not now. He's my friend. He's currently living in Navrongo. Your friend and Sablu. Meneno na the same course. And he messy target near because from a northern side, even they were doubting say he was involved in the saying Kokomba na number issues in the Kekam. And Ombe said, no, catch him said, ne papa airborne before. And he church home. That is how he has at least some skills in Yaveze 202. So we are making. So all these things, say if the person is in a situation where obviously me a phone dealer, and on there, you need to watch him. I mean, what does that tell you? What does that tell you?
Like this meeting of fighting vigilantism,
if we are truthful to ourselves.
What's a suspicion?
If you are truthful to ourselves,
you've not been able to tell us.
I didn't start with suspicion and it's still going.
Where is suspicion in an issue where you have sat down to watch on national television and yet end this in Eka? And yet, Obina Bibi or as a Tony be Eka. One whom Kwafo, art as a Yedo Mwaba. Obisi been to from a tree. So you are making. One say your criteria here pass it to get into any of the security service, including fire service. So you see, let us get serious. If we speak the truth, this is the situation, and I think it's wrong. The national security minister. Brian Tampon, even a 5-year-old boy can decipher this man wants to hide something. For so long as in or more baby or more person, then we cannot make headway. But let me tell them. Any Mbebunua MP4 Eddie or Moashi in this direction say one day, no matter where former President Rawlings were free about TV. And then Kufo TV. MP4 ya one pound one friend. Okwa could be sa one nam Kufo. Even when he lost power within the 2-3 years, one more money nam they were very important. And then why from? Because NDC are leader, MPP are leader for why show. So you people too should take a cue from this. Now who say whatever the situation, the table can turn. And when it turns, you become the victim of circumstances.
Hey. And see, now more position at the actually could be the turn of the MPP.
Certainly. It could be the turn of the MPP.
Mami call messages na fe yentu aso.
Tigeze menya akonya na
me kan messages kakra na abusuafo nso mo dia ba.
Na minti o kakra mfiri obi go. Mo ma num so e ana.
Se minimi so wo nte hu bi abeso te. Num so. We free mystic inside in Sawam Adwo the buy you say. It's preposterous for this NPP's government to think they are overperforming because the economic indicators are not reflecting in the lives of Ghanaians. Yes, they are pretending over corruption, hardship and family and friends governance. What they fail to do is to compare prices of goods and services under John Dramani Maham's and currently John Dramani Maham's governance and currently under Nanado Dankwa. In fact, Nanado is depreciated president. My regards to Honorable Prof. Wakesini. Oh, okay. Sunday message also GC also Ghana Census Agriculture. Someone what you may be here.
Jennifer, Ghana Census Agriculture. What do you more?
Senior.
One more yes, agriculture census. I suspect so.
Nana Abebio Batimo from Kumasi Santasi inside Fredico Collections. Was a very good morning to you. Good morning to you, my brother. And Alhaji Naziru is talking to man. Please tell him for me that the NDC government, flagged by the incompetent GDM, will never come back to power till. And AK, I'm very happy that these two major political parties have now agreed to disband vigilantism. I agree, don't agree. Now suspicion it does. Also, Lord of Ghana should help us to be able to solve this problem, because otherwise, one day, to turn out to be something else. I agree with you. Good morning, brother. The NDC man and his party will never stop party vigilantism, because that is their hallmark since 1992. You wait and see their parliamentary primaries and see for yourself what will happen. Okay, Jennifer.
Senior, Mammy, we
are normal.
Of course, they have back one as a back, right? Minya Naziru can't say be Brahma. On said, I'm sure any say. And near my young who sent cost, Yamana more power. You see my problem with NDC. They say when you are dealing with NDC, I was saying, Nim say, over gloves on so over share bulletproof. And then on one among Kuntoko. And young Tokano Moko, but I dear why you has a see, and if that is what they are teaching them at baby or mobile school now, any school should be closed down. School class will be a one arty with you or more common sim. More trauma, more incite people against you. And somehow come hanging and say, Sebitian some Libya say, you should zongo no, and I ye day or more day. Ye do more could be a codi and some money and I say, Yam Brasa, I'm going by his words.
Or cite examples.
Or cite example.
So I send me a for where Yakubu Idrisu.
Exactly.
Come on, Brahim Razak, anyone.
Razak, no me. I was saying a friend, chief imam, and I say, be a
community,
a good and fantastic idea. But as someone may be say, you had the opportunity yesterday. Someone you are working, what beside General Secretary and Sanoba. He should have been able to put it before friend say other stakeholders on by what the MPP cry. Munyi and Trenches say, so we can Caribbean, MPP, your more margin and baby, a free back. Man fan to a pronoso. MPP gave you the opportunity to bring whoever you want and answer you suggest to be part of this meeting. Paper to say. So when you come out from a Thursday meeting, yes, yeah, the Amumu Pesamunya sitting on the bench, moto to a boba. When we are in this country, we have a tape. A tape, me patrol, maybe you're finding me for missing Nen and Kaya Bayano. Because it's a national issue. When you put the two parties aside, national baby on a number, Mantian Swan Chelsea. We have a national friend say chairman of your party. Say you attack a NDC Kase. Peace Council.
Jennifer, we use number two, Nipa Oboni Dino, when you to Musa and voice, I see a doctor tape. I got doctor tape.
Fifty. And
young Faton crying ye. I will laboratory so but me said your cast one chance which your communication can get the one in it. When we have a tape, said your can want to say alleged, we have a tape, clear voices crying your voice of your leader. Our own party where can say for the first time he will support people attacking and I said descending on their friends, a peace council. Penimuno, and then
first time,
Tobo, please. And now these are the people we are calling on. So, Mumra met them. Nipa Musimuni Buomano, on Kamasamu Mamo, more friends from Ramet, MPC and Yatre, or be a Mopeso, Miss Pese, be a Pakistan president, Kraba Ombra. Mopesa Trump better Omra, who leads better. Put this before the table. Let it be a friends away. Yeah, you bet me are discussing. Then you more Johnny Ako more can someone end him trying to paint MPP. Calabi say, as MPP there, you can't small Montias and a Sebiota fracture when it comes to MPP and NDC. You can't small on it. Yet to Chroma and what be a damn the Fifu now. I done in Tinid and then time when I only try a diamam. I'm on your Kobe Crabba, yeah, Buamu. Because gone are the days when we have Azoka, all kind of chiefs of Sofo Azoka. Sometimes Granati Dina I am so. Yeah, quite elections. Mami Fatalensi Kranya example. You see, what come back, Mr. Royani. This is vigilante way I discussing. Let people know what is happening. And no matter turning back, or more opposition trying to detect for the government. Then you know, cry and say, national chairman of the party. That time, he was an acting chairman of the party. You know, two ni chair, so we are there. So far as okay himself. Besides, there was a friend say me monitor as the way going on. Or ten a target bone come pang. Ni sick ne friend say. The personal aid on and I'm Eya Kufu. Yeah, I said 202 said the bonity. Gabi was shot at a close range. So I need to say can Gabi why funeral with a canasem. You come and sit here. Now they what do you have if you now? Same water fracture. Send me a NSS. Yati Kroma Marcus, I had demonstrations stage. Me, I was part of Let My Vote Count, a call for a new register. I still have my marks on my legs, and then sounding me cheap.
And your bullet wounds, Anna.
And me name's a bullet wounds, a bro parfitas, ya shini papa, Pacho. I'm justice at Jakuma any 2 years. That was the time I had security man and not minimum police in Nidibone. Eh? Uba who said DBA Moha, ye hold you and my be said to me and so raw basis yet, son of panting front of trouser, not a night hang you. That was time I'm more abiding. Ye dee abaya sassan. And your man cost an anchor, ye got to abana. Information about I say, more than for the motor Baba go, other disrupt the elections just to deter and scare people from coming out to
vote. In response,
now I'm on your excuse me, Patrol. May I tell everyone
so that we know
combine yes. Now I'm on your corner now, more by not now say security agencies in a year, man, Yamam for opposition, Fanny Pamela may moon for, and may prepare for, may scam for from coming out to vote. It will not happen. Please. Omo time I know we are near more Mokosuna. Let me quote someone on the Bible. Are you going to meet them boot for boot to an answer? Yeah, boot for Chelawata boot for boot on idea. So say to Chelawata to one number to be actually in Maswana. I know na yet try say you best young one, I'm going seeing in our bem. As some of our better now catch a and the woman you call for Yagana for so Muntia one. What the two penny for him say? Yes, some other way the Indian and PP for her. Omu by Momu, you need and the son you say, I'm my need a fat am my yen. Womu Hunting almost say, Yamna met Nasi and Cinco, no be a first year didn't come here from. You didn't put this on the table. Then you go on air. Now can't send me any. Yet to come, I'm sending me a living witness to a man watch by elections. And yes, send me a transfer. Yet to come, Ama. Yera Collins down only about me a cancer man as so many others a quarter button had I dance here. Many near bar life on air. Say you what to you come nipa the bia. And this is time. When you're John Dramani Mama, a your president. See you what to the bia, you buy what is over what you be. Now sometimes you see some of these things I am more yanka, but I may have Kaka Dima Babe Drew baby yanka. Nepa da sanity chroma. I'm in the 9 and Sunday fruit. Chrono different type, Nicola Bia will be Chroma. And Quadina court. The better one to park and to warm up park also. Time over by ye. But in your near Kaka could say, yet the young fat 2 million and we are once for him. See a best stop Winnipa, and I say a very intimidating Nipa. Said you was say a day as we back, young Penemanema, MPP, it's not like that. We are not noted for that. Please,
where is the report of the
Ayawasu or the report no call?
Where is the report? You have done that.
Excuse me. The report na kono. Mampani sorry ki no abase that zero. I said your national communications officer. I requested from president. No money says some mampani. As me can mampani be Ramsa, he is the architect of the day. Now he said the report and no there is certain report is no be Ramon. Oh yeah, it is. What you say of course.
Wouldn't it be one about
can you please give me my chance?
I have given you the chance. You've asked the question. I'm trying to help you with the answers.
Let us have
you are forgetting.
Don't interject.
It's not interjection. Let's report what they buy and Ghana problem was a yes to ensure that we are talking about vigilance.
And I would suggest to say, Mampani and Fa and Crofon Fra Bamu, Emra Metinum, Mampani. You see, one thing I've realized about me and NDC for say, they've not still coming to terms with Omulosuno. Opposition say yen strategizing some 20 years time. This is what we are going to do. Way, but we will frustrate the government because you remember for free. Some say about Corona, you know what is happening. And then almost no opposition.
sans mo catch Ghana process na sabre no ye bokro no ya mo ye ndem mo de ye fatu Ghana for be
dwan so far as oka na unsunu gujam ye nyini bato ye ene so far as oka fu dwene kani pakura de wo nyini na ade awu udi boni udi nsawon ye wo nyina ka pre konkwaje mu so owu abede awrade nsani fa so eti nkadanka wasesa na boni fa free ne niam eba but you kept on you keep on sorry you keep on doing it.
Just from Musa question incident be see ya court implicated so far as oka say on
ne wa ba mu ne ni aba that time no kura na si asi
and say wo catch say odi boni sana say yin na ija to be say
what did you mention because what boni say be wakokum ni pa na say bibi but ye nim say the way you so security
invisible forces about 3 incidents in court please say woman of we here this is it the logic of this out the logic of this out 3 incidents
I have given you that respect can you please
I've given you but you have to into say
let me finish
invisible forces 3 charges
invisible forces then take 47 almost tutuo and omo botuo me party a minim so omo nam headquarters me hu so obi akroto now obeka say me say obi ton mobile phones ye ko training in 3 weeks 3 days but because oye nsa say 3 days and ya phone me pacho me person me bisa me nua na zero say when they were in power is he telling MPP in Ghana for say woman recruit a single person into the security system our party ni I am asking him woman recruit ni pa ba kofra omo ye holy omo ye saint nyankopon bo wiase no mo ho ye de ye ba ye no said ye city a o ye nim said omo so ene omo ban tie no ye de ba ye no ye recruit obi akọ you see baby a wonu ho no ye kan wasa na ade a wa ye nso na wasa ba ne ye kan
e so hu ne ka e ade amanyu meku ni nyina no
anya amanyu ko ne nu aban ne ba power now opportunity but you
let her finish she explain something
I am begging you
what's aban ne ba power na say opportunity
anya say aban na opportunity so wo ya ba power Neke why so said na some of they come say wada so nya dwuma UTV biem Jennifer this is what I have opportunity be that here okay when na me said that wo betimi aye definitely me nua naziru asha friend blazer at here obeka cho so MPP ni because wo ye dwuma MPP abanyi you got the opportunity to work during MPP time me pato what am I say that is what we are trying to make it clear to Nipa any NDC for so almost school no matter no of course me any Nipa be brain him say propaganda school no matter it should be closed down go bad the more you come out
the propaganda here say
oba na be kan sem bia ho hwe se me papa me nyino kire me niam me dance na me pacho uti wa fum ni papa nkam so mo ne amodi me se me pa me ho kan ni papa nkam na kasem fie du na kotia asem bi obeka bia beja bufu
me suspending 10 years
me suspending 10 years or ye de na oba betu me fie
so you wadam for still wait to suspend
that say ko ye me ho kan madam for dem to decide man what you say decision me can we are it's up to him
and then you can na entasun
enya enya say o kasa entasun de na say o ni nkire mu ye bibire
no bi aso man kasa for 10 years
because o kasa ho anim guase na ho nsama beba na edos
no nkasa ye
ya tena krom ha mo intimidate nipa abu nipa for free na nkrofo de na MPP for de mo tell na MPP NDC for bo mo ni nyina ma ya ba mu kra ye se enye hwe asem no ekro no ne tintin nyina ekwe kotie wa na wonim etinan entwete ane entena se all these things are when you blow kasa no so I was looking at I was looking at me like this all kasa de ni abre ne ho nyina no asem ni ko wie sei and now see am free way put it on a paper fa come on nyame nchade omo matena se omo ye be di asem no ye dey accept 29th anamboa write it on a paper ye dey call ye na before so omo ntiase omo dey still dey omo be ya no ho be ye but you sit at your offices now mo decide ya maye mo kan some amunim dey anya no na mo kan dey ato ye so when you started the whole thing now mo feel say mre bi baba and na say mre bi nru e man say na wo ka kire say the table was 10 and when it 10 10 ya mutumi nyefoko na mo ba da be 20 years at now one more day yes they say what say who about 45 years who about 45 now who say enso na me yedi na me ban se ne de na ka diplomacy wo hopa no se na ma yedi na wakwa Rosie ade na san ya babie because who be dey that no
activate me man
who sit table ne better ne ohine wutie of course table ne ten paper we ba be dia ne nso ya kosi ana mboa it means that you deal with us in opposition and na make us bedru no ene Ghana for ye descend Ghana for eti amanyosam ase ebedru ba bi ne ko bia kwa na obi anya no baba yesi me se me kwa brochelas ne ye to aba me da ho no se na aba to okoso se me nto aba ne bi You be so to the baby iko ne akan. Ye hia police, ye hia
but the question is you bet me do hunt them.
Of course, en kakra. Ye man na omo ba no. Ye
start. Ana mun sin kunya se we
any woman school.
Any whole year to say nya de be boy Ghana democracy.
Exactly. So where from this noise from the
money is adding influence so maintain one system.
It where from this noise from the NDC. You see, when MPP has agreed to sit with them, even give us a venue of their choice. Bring whoever into the meeting on to discuss this disband it once and for all.
But Jennifer, no permini John Body to drink General Secretary of the MPP. Busan say other political parties, smaller political parties. I invite almost saying. So President think our more for smaller political party be
of course.
Very well.
But
and no NDC for just say
if it is a suggestion, na some de be ba. Or he be no esi kwan. Ye koda ye koda de.
Adie we e say suggestion e be. Ya chiro de akoma omo Emo mampenyi si ono nti asese ye say ye be pro.
Mampeni na tu na no ka tell mo ba ka tell mo headquarters one.
Didn't you see the letters from our chairman?
The president mo headquarters one individual.
These are evident in the letters. O mampenyi si on pin na we be president obi political party. Ya be mo man already position.
Mo chairman of the party.
This is very obvious.
So we will make this government ungovernable in the sight of the international courts. Ye videos. Me wa mu bo mu ni patuoku ne de ye video amfa nkyere obi a say international community ne nhwe.
Okay, Jennifer, I'm reading my text.
But me manu si wa haka kan yamra ye second way no so ne yamfa wie.
Aka 5 minutes.
Yes, ye ka akwakosi se. Ye begu no. Dede na omo ya ne de nya no ye be hu no nsamoni bi omo de atwa me aka say okay ye jagum ye nya no sa. And mind you, we have barely some few months to elections. Make I say in 2 years and
no 1 year.
What you say? 2 elections. Eti o bibia wo say ye ntam me no ka say ye wo new register yati ye wo elections ye kwakoye ye bibia so na mo say de akire mo san acknowledge mo na ya say ye wi a mo so mo ba be ye mo de ye wi a. It means that preparation towards a friend said 2020 elections na ye gu so no ye wo bibia wo say ye ntam re ni ho manipa ba mo fade de ni ntwa na mo we betwam.
I say good morning Bra Kwame. Akufo-Addo has been the president of this country for a long time. The problem of the NDC, and God willing, Akufo-Addo will win again come 2020. God is watching you. Me for tupe. Also Bra Kwame, good morning. From Jennifer. Also Bra Kwame, good morning. From President Kufuor's time to President Akufo-Addo's time. Anybody supporting any political party should give out his best. But I think what the MPP is doing is not right. It's about time they sit down to accept whatever the NDC is proposing. After all, it's one Ghana for all. Every Ghanaian is supposed to enjoy this country, not any other political party member. Okalaji.
I will say, just to clear one or two notions, very important. So, issues are me raising here concerning the Zongo. Your friend, the NDC Zongo Caucus coordinator, Alaji Mohammed Mama, all cause meeting, me and a Medini chair, your choir.
Did not
Debbie, not this particular meeting. A meeting of Council of Zongo Chiefs. Womo aiding kita who efa vigilante zim saying. MPP4 were represented by Mustafa Hamid, the Minister for Zongo Development. Then I think there was another person or by. I mean, those are the prominent people in that meeting. Now, it is at that meeting, and NDC for years our suggestion said this is one of the things that they want. Say, Anka, kui, because they be no and I say yen zongo for and the receivers of the violence and I say obi be pray ye be pray ni ne keka ho yen na yen so yen fa ya dwen bra sene be ya yen mano entumi enkudi sa nyambran sebo
same thing I said here
ye de akọ ama yes suggestion with the Council of Zongo Chief, with the representation of other political parties, indeed with the Minister of Zongo Development, Obe reporter ama inside woko meeting and saying and kind.
So it's not representative for meeting as no Zongo Minister or yede.
And I say
okay, Zongo Minister or yede. Is it not part of the government?
You have not suggested that you are talking out of ignorance.
No, you are rather talking out of ignorance.
But you see, MPP for some time now, why ya chira wom
why mo na blackboard ya chira some kwam
uhuna kase we onim
na obi onim me bia nim say Jennifer is like this
say you see you can't sit here
masasa na akwa
ye wo opposition na ye take decision ema mo amu power na ye yesa no ye fi say den but you can't say that and go scot free because a contribution will be our right, our democracy, position or be it in power. And whatever it is, we all contribute to ensure that governance continue to run. So we will be opposition to make then you should be laughing to yourself because you cannot forever remain in power. But one day was over about
20 years
but for me, the issues, yes, and then men no wo kase yen ne be ya ye be kan kure
what you are saying is that they should take
it helps Ghanaians
what you are saying
I can give you a typical example what you buy in a catcher MPP a buy no catcher Ghana for say you person ekutia galamsey anamwa yakutia we na Ghana for nyina central for bia akodi ye ko ye no entro efiri mu ba ama ade no assign side chi esan say yakọ to MPP for mpanyifo ayi wo mu gigi sika we video enye bibia say tape of the na make say
president are calling for an
amount of na agbomu abua in that case no because entro abemu the point I intend to make is that because entro abemu no nti wo mu omobua no omo nyina atwa assign ama adwuma no assign agency bu bio enti clearly, you know, what we are saying is that mo kind of crano enter Ghana for. Now mo kind of crano na Ghana for so we be a problem that now mo nyina ka abom because power just say do e won as so saying wo power wo for 4 years of constitution the amount e do wo ko you say oje and there but it's flick away what you do wo ko what do you call it
Zimbabwe.
Not even Zimbabwe. The same North African. The same North African
Libya
country.
Gaddafi.
Libya or Gaddafi wahi. Oko and then Sudan. President Al-Bashir. Preparing one also be free work because the power of the people want to mean jina. Who feels a war power now? Would the year would be a whoopel, young Kuntiawamu, or mobile, no way say, your Boga, Binti, Kobu, Jennifer Quincy, me prepare, Nazir, Supra, Yashe. We are not. Ghana is not a Chinese movement.
But actually, but
Ghana
political parties
committed
to that cause. Say at the end of the year,
I didn't know the truth of the matter. Okay, the truth of the matter is
we have shown our commitment. We have continued to show our commitment. What you have catching say who be saying say John political parties, other political smaller parties.
That's what we are making noise.
Oh, catch it. Ono tia catch Ghana for say yanka. Now we move from Kofono bra. John Boyd you obey take decision general secretary what he had catch now am vote here so they keep telling people different things confusing Ghanaians
na the open abenya
so we are making and America make sure our commitment has been exhibited explicitly clear Ghana for any people committed towards the fight against vigilantes
and display like
besides that
both political parties are confusing Ghanaians.
We are not confusing Ghanaians.
There is only one political party in power and in charge of the resources of this country with the armed forces, the police service and everything. That is the MPP. You cannot have two political parties running the country. We have never done that in the history of this country. The fourth Republican dispensation. What's that? We contribute. And America say your contribution is explicitly clear. Contrary to Nyoma Omoka, as I sit here, I have not sat here to tell you say some political parties in Ketenkete no. Indeed, I even went further to tell you say meeting a say woman so representing. One not here say political young country or young country now woman now don't wait you no better take decision or catch Ghana for you interview him here all catch and say no but you say political parties in getting then or mobile so who is contradicting himself here Which party is contradicting and confusing the good people of Ghana here? In what we have discussed here?
When send ya in the one me be some as you say. Send ya it me be some as you say.
You handle yourself as a decent lady. Ladies in Kasasa and
of course yes now we say Kasasa gesticulate.
Ladies in Kasasa.
Papa, me be some said on kanchem. You see, on the most serious route. And someone Naziru Atraha Wakanyina trying to make Ghanaians know say I send people for and Tiadinasi. But maybe trust it, some know what come at trust no problem. Their problem is the disbandment of their friends, vigilante groups now. It is going to affect them so bad.
You can't accommodate at the same time. What's that? Catch us on to me idea what but I catch us and say you the idea will be. You can't accommodate at the same time.
Thank you very much for coming early today.
Program
youth commander or your friend say waja once a youth yi e de ama kwasi buachi na na bi ono so to aso na wa ye adwuma na ba bedu ye se nyankopɔ de ne nam kwa so ekobe
ntina na wo de nyame mu ano na video ye
nyame mu ano na onye bia enko yie na se de wo hwe obi a no a wo hwe ye no nyankopɔ enko so a ento ne se omi na adwinum e ma ne kwatente kwabra I wish you well. I'll pass by the office
ye betu vigilante no ono sabe
abusha ha na
ya wish na no wish
na to aso ntino Mr. Charles Kwame Sian, we a businessman, Surfing Company Limited. More, interesting. I had to say the production team was saying I'm a chance to bet to us. Maybe I'm a cousin common, you be so in the being we. You bet what was and say, be going to be about. In terms of saying, you be said, I'm watching, I'm watching. You best say, have a nice day. Bye bye.